This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Want to know the difference between inductive and deductive methods in political science? This paper explores inductive and deductive approaches in social science, both as a research methodology and a teaching method. Introduction. The inductive and deductive approaches provide two different types of reasoning. Inductive one is based on moving from the specific to general information, while deductive starts from the general and moves to the specific. Therefore, the main difference between the inductive and deductive approaches consists in the way of expression of the arguments. Deductive and inductive approach in social science. Inductive reasoning starts from observation or experience, moving to patterns and hypotheses. A formulation of the tentative hypothesis helps to understand the small elements as well as the whole picture. As a result, the conclusions present a theory based on the ideas that were developed while reasoning. This method is open-ended and requires exploration. As the ampliative structure, induction contains the arguments which are found beyond the premises. This approach may ask to provide several arguments and hypotheses, where one of them can support the conclusions more than others. Therefore, inductive reasoning requires moving from specific observation or experience to summarization. For instance, all my friends are kind, therefore, all people are kind. In this example, the conclusions are based on personal experience and move from the particular statement to the generalization. However, this approach can lead to false conclusions even in the case of valid arguments and a true statement. Deductive reasoning is called a top-down method. The reflection starts from a theory and narrows it to a particular hypothesis. In social science, the deductive approach provides conclusions that are based on a specific case derived from a broad theory. In other words, the deductive method requires moving from the general idea, theory, or statement to the particular elements. In the intermediate stage, the hypothesis presents some specific reflection that helps find the concrete conclusions needed. Besides, the hypothesis can lead to the confirmation or negation of the theory. For instance, all people are kind. My friend is a man. Therefore, he is kind. In this example, the general statement is a basement and starting point of the reflection. The conclusions present a particular fact derived from the general idea. The deductive approach helps gain knowledge, providing many specific ideas and facts that may not be clearly seen at the beginning. These approaches are very different, therefore, they can be used in different situations. The inductive one, as an open-ended and exploratory method, is used in order to explain the situation that happened or find a general reason. A more narrow deductive approach is based on the confirmation of the particular hypothesis, using some general idea, statement, or theory as the beginning. Social research requires the use of both methods. Starting from the particular idea, the scientist can develop a new general theory, and vice versa. Some summary generalizations can be chosen as a basement for the research of its particular element. Conclusion. Based on the different methods of reflection, the inductive and deductive approaches can be useful for social science in order to analyze the various types of situations. Both methods were popular historically. Nowadays, the method of deduction is more accepted than the inductive one due to its approximation to scientific research. However, these two approaches can be used together. While the initial theory can be developed using the inductive method, the results can be tested using the deductive approach. This coursework on inductive and deductive approach in social science was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one, on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.